on camera.
Fantastic. Excellent. We are joined by Lisa Sturmer from Flatpack Marketing. Lisa, tell us about your site and where it's going.
Right, well, Flatpack Marketing offers everything from branding to online to PR. It's actually a sub-brand of our initial company, Persona Creative. So Flatpack Marketing hasn't been out there for very long. It's not up on the Google search engines. It's just not very known at the moment. So the whole point of coming and doing this course was to make sure that Flatpack Marketing got out there, starting off in the Midlands area and then going nationwide afterwards. So starting small, getting larger as we go along.
I like the idea of it. It just kind of sounds right for small businesses to be able to kind of pick things off a little list and kind of have bite-sized things and be able to buy it. I like the way that it's sort of packaged, so it looks like a good idea to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's all packaged up. So when we started off with building the initial website, we tried to make the packages stand out, to make it quite web to eye, but there were a few points from here that we were missing, like blogs, for instance. People haven't made any comments on it.
Right.
They're not going to yet because it's not widely known, but in the future that's something that we need to think about putting on there. We have started to do e-marketing, doing mail mergers, emails, viral marketing and things, but it's just something that we need to keep topping up and keep going with.
So at the start of the course then, were you even aware of Web 2, or were you starting to sort of include it in your business, but early days kind of thing?
In the business that I'm in, I'd heard about it, but being more client-facing, I needed to have more information about it, other than this word that just kept floating around, and have a better knowledge of it so that I could give that information over to the clients when they're asking about web design.
So what's your kind of take on Web 2? I don't really want you to sort of quote a definition or anything stuff like that, but is it sort of, is it a techie term, or do you think it represents some kind of change in the way that we're using the web?
I think it does represent something because it's got a minimalistic, clean, fresh look.
So it's a
and
look.
It's all about the actual functionality of the web pages and the internet, as well as just how it looks nice and clean and fresh. The site can be extremely busy, but so long as it's got a few blogs on there, some RSS feeds, and the actual layout is of a nice, clean, crisp design, then that's kind of reaching the Web 2.0 standards, which also links into the actual standardisation of the HTML and the actual layout design.
Bless you for saying that, because there's a lot of marketing people who just see it as a look, as a sort of a look and feel really to a website, which it does. There is a kind of fashion to it, but it's great that you've seen it from a standards basis and understanding CSS and all that sort of stuff. Really, that's fantastic. Tell me through some of the stuff that you've been doing there.
Okay then, as I've already mentioned, we've started doing some viral marketing, sending out emails to a certain person, and then with the whole point of viral is if you design the email and you've tested it properly, it won't bounce back too much.
Yeah.
And so if you just sent it to one person, they like the look and the feel of it and the content of it, and that will get passed down further down the line and hit several people. So we've started to do that already, but we need to do more of it.
Are you doing that for yourselves or for clients then?
We do it for clients as well as ourselves, but that's mainly under the mother company at the moment, not necessarily just for Flatpack.
Okay.
But it's something that will be quite a big hit, I believe. Cool. Then I think the main next thing that we need to do is the organic search engine optimization. Right. Because yes, we're there, but we're not coming up very high in the ranks. Our density is absolutely shocking at the moment, keyword density. We're coming up at about 0.3%, which... For
what words?
Any words, marketing, Nottingham,
so anything important,
online,
just really low.
The whole package system, it's not coming up very high. We need to be aiming for about 5 to 7% keyword density. So I need to go over the entire copy and content of the website, optimise that up, and then that should organically bring us up the top of any of the search engines, Google,
and possibly write some new
MSN.
content to help you achieve that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, fantastic. So you're starting to do an analysis of your site versus your competitors, looking at their densities and various sort of things.
Yeah.
And what's that showing you, that you're weak in densities and across as well? What about kind of page titles?
Terrible.
Yeah.
It's all terrible at the moment. For instance, the page layout here, as you can see, it's quite dark. The actual title is Flatpack Marketing instead of online branding, web design,
Or
whatever it should
yeah.
be. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's got a welcome note on there. You know, these are all old things that aren't necessarily Web 2.0 and that won't optimise you when the spider doesn't search
Yeah.
and when you're looking at your analytics as well. So by changing this optimisation and all your tag H1 tags, H2 tags, and your actual page title at the top, that will help us bring us up further in the search engines, and also help with the persuasive layout and persuasive content
Right.
of the site for when a client clicks on and wants to find what they're looking for and actually follow a nice linear path instead of just floating and dotting around everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's kind of killing 2 or 3 birds with one stone, really, on that one.
Fantastic. You've got a competitor, I presume that's one of your main competitors that you've gone there for as an example, under the key phrase Marketing Nottingham. They're ahead of you, are they, at the top of the search engines?
Yeah, they're
for that
in the
phrase?
top 5 for Marketing Nottingham as a key phrase search.
And do you think they're beatable?
Yeah, I do,
Yeah.
because their density is looking at about 2 to 4% at the moment. I'm aiming for 5 to 7. As soon as I hit that, I've gone way above them.
Yeah.
At the moment, they're in the top 5. We're not even in the top 100.
Right.
But as soon as I've done the viral marketing, the search engine optimization, and upgrading Web 2.0 functionality and look, all of that will bring this
Yeah.
homepage
And
into
that
a
Web
better
2 stuff
feel
will
and
bring some new
pushable.
content in.
Yeah.
And
Which
what
is
about
awesome.
sort of Google bomb and inbound links then? Is that going to be significant in beating this lot? Because I guess they've got a lot of links, which is maybe why they're there.
Yeah, to start off with though, I think it's, if you do too much all at one go, you can't have a look at what you're actually achieving and break
true,
down what
very
you're
true.
doing. So I'd like to do it individually to start off with, and once I've got the SEO sorted, then bringing in the persuasive content, then bringing in linkage from external companies and external outlinkage as well. But I would like to do things at a point at a time, so that I can do Google Analytics and track what's going off and what people are doing and looking at our website and look at the eye tracker as well.
Fantastic.
I was thinking about doing the egg as well, which you do your heat maps, so you can look at where people are clicking as well and
that'll
figure out
sort
what
of
to
dictate
do.
where to put your
Yeah.
content in your little widgets that you've got on screen, some of this Web 2 stuff.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Thank you. Come on.